Good afternoon. I want to do an oracle reading. We're going to see if we can try to get through it with no interruptions because we have company today. We'll see how it goes. I'm starting out with the Les Vampire deck by Lucy Cavendish. Let's see what we get. Religion. You know what? I'm not even surprised. We're talking about canon, we're talking about rules, we're talking about commandments. I've been in this energy of a new world, a new metaverse, a new matrix, right? Where the divine feminine is pretty much taken over. So I feel like there is getting ready to be some new rules coming in, some new commandments. I feel like the idea of religion is going to be very different in this new energy than what we have been thinking of, right? Excuse me. And there's hope, right? There's hope, there's anticipation, there's a wish for something new. I know that I have been wishing for new things in my life, new rules, just a new way of living, right? And I feel like it's coming in because of this nobility energy, this honor, this high standards, right? It's like because of, my thought process and how I perceive life and what I want, I feel like this new energy, this new timeline is going to have different rules, different commandments coming through. And then we have faith, right? Trust, unwavering confidence, right? The confidence in my growth, in my journey, has brought me to know that the changes that I want in my life are possible, right? Because now I am the King of Swords. I am the Emperor in my own life. And it's like I have free will, right? I have this free spirit, this independence, right? And I keep looking at these crowns because in the faith and the free will and the religion, there's a crown, and then I have nobility at the bottom. So there's some royalty, there's some, I'm also looking at these crosses. There's something coming through with this energy, and it's like, okay, so now we get supernatural, right? Miraculous, otherworldly, something that's inexplicable, something that you cannot explain, right? But I feel like because I'm in this free spirit, I follow a different set of rules, and it's otherworldly because it's something that we've never seen before. My faith in this journey has been unwavering. It has built this level of confidence and trust that my hopes and my wishes are coming through, right? And the reason is because of my nobility, because of my otherworldly thinking or supernatural energy, right? It's like, when we think of supernatural, we always automatically think of going to what we see in the movies. But for me, it's just being in an energy that no one's ever seen before, no one's ever experienced before, right? I'm also thinking that there's a level of intellect, a level of way of thinking that has brought this about, that has also given me this sovereignty, this free will, this unwavering faith, right? And it's because I decided to sacrifice a lot. I decided to let go of a lot of things that were holding me back in order to build my confidence, in order to find my way on my own without the, I guess, suggestion or influence of others, right? And then I get ancient ancestry, Egypt, magical inheritance. I'm still in this energy that there's something from the past coming in. I feel like there's going to be information or energy. Oh my gosh, the past, a prison, bitterness, grudge, refusal to let go. But it is time to let go. I'm almost getting that energy in reverse, that I have let go of the past. I have let it go. I've sacrificed a lot of things in my life so that I could move on from the past, heal from the past, and create this new way of life, this new way of being. I feel like there is this ancient nobility energy, the supernatural energy that's coming in. It's going to bring in this magical inheritance, and it could be information information. It could be knowledge. It could be something otherworldly that we have no idea even exists. And it's coming to fruition. It's coming into the reality so that I am able to move on, so that we are able to move on in this free spirit energy, in this sovereign energy, right? So now I'm going to use my Lumeria deck because this is like one of my favorite decks. This is another deck that was called to me when I purchased it, right? Life force energy. I feel like with this new life force energy, we're in this energy of new rules, new commandments. It's going to be a new way of being, right? Life force energy to me is like your soul, your source, what drives you. Let's see, when I pull the book, because I don't use this deck often, but it's energy, the rainbow spectrum, right? Reiki, being vibrantly alive, thriving in nature, optimal health, conscious consumption, right? Eden, the body as a temple, bringing earth into balance, cell rejuvenation, the love of the land, right? I feel like these rules, these commandments are getting ready to change under this new life force energy, right? And then the next card that comes out is the infinite, right? An infinite amount of hope. You know, the anticipation, right? There are no limits to what we could do, especially with this new life force. There is infinite wishes. I don't feel like there's this three wish energy. I feel like there's an infinite amount of wishes that you can have and manifest, right? Manifest in the highest because with this nobility energy, I feel like you're manifesting this luxury life, this plush and comfort, this life of happiness and joy. And you understand now that there are infinite possibilities because you have opened your mind. You've changed the way that you think. Oh my gosh, unlimited self, crown chakra, right? Faith, trust, unwavering confidence in knowing that you know nothing at all and you know exactly what you need to know when you know it, right? And I feel like that is the energy that we need to be in, is knowing that there are so many. Okay, sorry. So then, yeah, like you just have to be in this energy of knowing that there are limitless possibilities. And then I get with this free will, with this independence, free spirit, you have unique gifts because you're no longer bound by the rules of this 3D world. You're no longer bound by the rules that we have been conditioned to follow, right? We have broken out of those. I feel like a lot of us, we are so conditioned and afraid to let go of those things that we hinder our gifts. We stifle our gifts, right? We keep them suppressed, whereas when we know that we are source, we are connected to source, and there are unlimited ways to do things, it also brings in this unique gift. It also strengthens the confidence in our crown chakra. It also brings in these manifestations that we want, right? Shine your light because you are otherworldly, right? You're not of this world because you no longer think on the same frequency that this world thinks. You know that this is a facade. You know that everything that has been conditioned, everything that has been placed on you to control you and keep you in this limited energy is false, right? And it's like now we're in this heart chakra. The reason is because our heart chakra has been blocked. Well, now mine is open. I understand that the life force energy starts within your love of self, unfurling back to love, thinking and knowing what love really is. And that is also the key to unlocking your crown chakra, to knowing the unlimited self, right? And it's so interesting that the unlimited self and the infinite are connected along with shine your light, right? And I'm getting rainbow aura for whatever reason. And I'm getting that it's all connected. It's all unlocking your gifts, right? Internal explorer. Yes, being able to sacrifice the things that you love, the people that you loved, and letting go of those conditions so that you can go within and find out who you truly are, what you truly want in life, right? And it's to quiet. I keep getting, it's like when this life of mine changes and I'm like in this reintroductory period, it's like I had to let go. I had to silence the outside so that I can hear the internal, so that I can hear who I truly am. And that's almost like so that I can hear the divine, so that I can hear source speaking to me, right? And then I get earth, right? Ancient earth, magical inheritance earth, nurture nature. I don't know why I feel like the earth is getting ready to be inherited. Maybe it is, I feel like manifesting love here on earth, right? With this nurture nature, with this ancestry, with this Egypt, something about something from the past. But I feel like going in is using these unique gifts, this heart chakra, to manifest, right? And bringing up this new earth. And then I get air, a paradigm shift, shifting your perspective, right? Shifting how you look at the past and no longer allowing the past to keep you in this prisoned energy, right? Releasing, looking at the past as a learning lesson, looking at the past as victory because we've made it through, so that we can understand this life force energy, so that we can understand and understand that part of these rules and commandments have been placed upon us so that we do not actually get in contact with who we really are, our true authentic self, to keep us from really finding source within instead of outside of ourselves, right? So yeah, undress, being vulnerable, being who you truly are, being your authentic self, right? Showing the world who you are through your love, right? She's standing there, she has her tattoos, but she's also showing her heart. We're in this heart chakra energy. We're in this authentic flow, right? And it's like with this hope, this anticipation, and the bright prospects of life, there's infinite flow, infinite amount of abundance when you are in your authenticity. And that allows you to manifest, allows you to create. At your highest self is creating and bringing what it is your heart desires here on earth, right? Here in the reality. I got two cards that fell out, right? Your inner strength, your unlimited self, the crown chakra, unwavering trust, confidence, right? That inner strength is bringing in that confidence, and your unique gift to be of service, right? This sovereign, this free will to be here and help you. It's like we have to be of service to each other to gain our independence, to gain our sovereignty, right? And it's the inner strength to know that you can help others without having received something in return, because the divine is always going to replenish you. There is an infinite flow. What you give will always come back to you. It does not necessarily have to come back from the person that you did something for, right? Choose love, right? When you shine, when you go out and you do these things in this otherworldly, I think it's choose love. I think, what I'm getting is that this love that I have, this frequency of love that I'm on, is otherworldly, right? Because like no one should have this much love. No one should love themselves or the world or others this much, right? It's like it's unrealistic. It's like real fraudulent, right? Like, and to live like that every day, that's unseen, that's unheard of. So it's not your norm, but I choose to live my life through love. I don't want to wake up angry and hurting, and I don't want to wake up or live that way. I want to live in a joy and peaceful energy, and it's like momentum, right? Your heart unfurling back to love, listening, thinking clearly, being able to make choices out of love is bringing these manifestations in. Something is speeding up. There's this momentum. There's this It's like this taxi cab is here. It's like you're getting ready to take off. The light is green. It's time to go, right? And then with this internal explorer, right, with the sacrifice and letting go, you find that you are the oracle. You find the psychic, the intuition within, and that's bringing in the inner strength. I feel like also with this psychic services, be of service. You are here to help people get in touch with their inner self. And then the final card, right, with Earth, Ancient Egypt, magical inheritance, you have finish line. You're at the finish line. Like, you're there. And it's time to release the old, right? Your abundance is being released, is what I'm getting. There's a paradigm shift of the past. Something from the past is coming for a brief moment, but it's time to let it go because your abundance is being released. It's time to move on. You have crossed the finish line. I'm looking at 444. This is dope. All of my readings are pretty much the same. They just come out differently. And it's really about being in love and being of service and being your true authentic self, right? Because you're really in love and being of service to yourself, not of anyone else, right? And it's like, why? Because you want to be your authentic self. You want to live in a world where you don't have to worry about struggle and strife. Those things have been created to keep us controlled, right? We are the flow, infinite, round and round. Again, what goes out comes back. It doesn't have to come back the same way it went out. It's going to always come back because there is an infinite number of ways for you to be rewarded and recognized for the things that you do, right? Karma is an infinite cycle, as above, so below, right? What you put out, it comes back to you, right? And it's time to rest so that you can create. I think it's like time to take a break from this energy so that things can just flow. Part of me wants to go ahead and do like a full fast, no tarot readings, no videos, just, maybe listen to some music, have some incense going and just go with the flow, allow things to just come in naturally, right? Excuse me. And then I get never ending story because, the story never ends, but now we have changed the way that this story is playing out, right? Your inner strength, your unlimited self, your unwavering confidence and trust, right? It never has to end. It's your story. You can create a new story. You can create a new paradigm shift. You are the authority over your world. And once you understand your independence and you're this free spirit, and it awakens these unique gifts, you don't have to work so hard. You can take the time to rest and just let things flow naturally, right? Because you're going to be at peace, right? You're going to be at peace. You don't have to worry about 1741 on the clock. You don't have to worry about waking up and going to work and working 40 hours to come home, and by the end of payday, you only got $20 in your account for the rest of the week. Like, who can live off that? Or going to the grocery store and buying food that's really toxic to you, and drinking and bathing in water that's polluted, and you don't have to worry about those things because you're consciously being of service to yourself and the world. And therefore, because you're wanting to clean up who you are, you also want to clean up where you live, right? During chaos and conflict, always choose love, right? Find the peace in the chaos. Excuse me, the last reading I had balance out of chaos, right? It's like even the chaos, there is a way to find peace. There is a way to find love. There's a way to find hope, right? And it's like we have to learn that. We have to shut out the outside world so that we can find peace within. It's like to the sea, it's time to move. We're moving into calmer waters. We're moving into a more peaceful, more fluid state, right? We're moving away from the chaos and conflict, right? Chaos and conflict is always going to be part of somebody's life, but it doesn't have to be part of yours. How we choose to live will determine how we choose to live, and it's like, be ready. You're poised, you're confident, you're ready for this internal explore. Like, I think going within and finding the oracle within, listening to yourself, has given you this energy of poise, of being ready to take on the world, understanding that your story never has to end and that you're at peace and you can rest. And it's like, come to the edge, right? Take a leap, jump, like it's over. You're at the finish line. It's time to take this leap. It's time to enjoy. It's time to choose the path, right? Because I get fork in the road. I feel like it's time to choose the path. And I feel like once this abundance is released, once this shift happens, once this clarity comes, you will know which way to go. I have one last deck that I'm going to use, and then I'm going to close out this reading. This is the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. And it's, like, let's just see what are we doing? What is the advice? What is coming? I feel like we're shifting the way we're thinking about this past. We got relief. Why is this happening? Because there's a relief from the drama. There's a relief from the chaos and conflict. We're bringing in this sense of peace because it's time for the flow. It's time for infinite abundance. It's time for your hopes and wishes to be released because you are in this divine energy to create. You are creating with the divine. You can rest. Right? I feel like you have done enough. It's time for you to rest. Let the divine take over, right? Let the divine continue to guide you. Take the steering wheel, right? I'm looking at this momentum and you're in the back seat. Let the divine take over. When he says, Jesus, take the wheel, literally, let him take the wheel. I think it's time for you to release your hands. Take your hands off of it. Take your mind off of it and allow yourself to just enjoy the rewards as they come in. I'm getting this inner strength through the shadow, right? Never ending story. I feel like there's a never ending darkness or unknown, right? There's always going to be something that is unknown, but your trust and your confidence in who you are and your inner strength will never allow you to fall to something that you don't understand. You will have the strength to keep on going. Your peace and your free spirit, you are protected. I feel like there's also this level of protection from the darkness or while in the darkness, because you don't need protection from it, right? But I feel like there's an energy that there is a level of protection in the darkness, or the darkness is here to protect you as well. The energy of the unknown is a blanket, is a covering. I'm a North Node Cancer in the 8th house. I'm all about nurturing the darkness, the occult, what has been hidden, right? I'm a Scorpio in my 12th house, also Libra kind of 12th house. So bringing balance to the subconscious, bringing balance to what has been hidden, right? Something from the past life. I keep saying that it's time for the past to meet the present. I feel like something from the past is coming in. That has literally been the energy for me for a minute, is that the past is coming. Something is being discovered, uncovered. Something is being released from the past that has been lied to us. We are being grounded in our heart chakra. Be grounded in your feelings, right? It's like also go with the flow. Stand 10 tones down by how you feel, but also be able to truly understand why you feel the way that you feel. Get ready for this new life, right? This internal explorer, this poise for this new life, right? This new life, you're protected from the shadow. I'm also getting shadow protection for you. It's time. You have this divine protection in this new life. You have this divine stability, right? And let's see what the last card is, because I feel like it's going to be something very powerful, right? Affluence, right? This wealth, you're at the edge. You have this abundance in the earth. I feel like there's this affluence, this abundance coming from the past, again, with this magical inheritance. When we're looking at the ancient Egypt, was that in this reading? Yeah, magical inheritance with the affluence here, nature on earth, and then I get good fortune. So again, right, going through this healing journey was to allow you to quiet the outside so that you can find the psychic, the intuition, the magic within, and find out who you truly are. And I believe that now is the time for things to be uncovered. There is time for clarity. It's time for you to take your hands off of it. It's time for you to take your mind off of it. Just be in the moment. Look at the small things and watch how this unfolds. I love you. Have a wonderful day.